Okay, record. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, here we are. Hey Joella, how you been?
Hi, Hormona. I've been so fierce. How have you been?
Pretty good. How's the quilt treating you?
The quilt is nice. It is nice and warm over here in the Dynasty in these nice and cold winter days in sunny California.
I love that. Do you sleep in it every night?
I do actually. I can't sleep without it right now. Like every time I do a gig, I actually have to have them they have to reimburse me for the oversized luggage fee because I always have to take it with me everywhere. I can't sleep without it.
I love that.
Wait, my dog wants to come back in my room.
Oh my gosh, mine too. Come here, Penny. You wanna see Joella?
Come on.
I don't know where the other one is at. Here's Penny. My sweet baby
Girl,
girl.
he's so annoying.
Oh
Hi.
my gosh, your doggy's so old. How old's your dog?
He is like, I think he's like almost 15. I've
Is he
had him for
grandpa?
so long, girl.
So sweet. Hey, Bubba. What's your dog's name?
Hi. Jack. His name is Jack, named after Jack from the
Jack.
Titanic because that's my favorite movie.
That's your favorite movie? That's
Yeah,
crazy. I've never
I
watched the
love
whole
that movie.
thing.
That movie's so good.
Oh my gosh,
It's
what's your
so
favorite part? Is
good.
it the death?
I think my favorite part, honestly, okay, the whole movie is a masterpiece. And because of the whole movie, the climax of it is my favorite part, is when they have sex in the car. Because, like, in that moment, it just feels so like, it's like, oh my God, like the spur of the moment, like you're just young and in love, and like you're on the Titanic. Like, this is a once in a lifetime moment. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's giving like Corey and Lydia, like
hmm
star-crossed lovers. Like bitch, we're on Drag Race, like a her story, and we're in love. Like it's giving
Oh
that.
my
And
gosh.
like I just as a Scorpio, I live for shit like that. So I'm
Mhm.
living
I thought that Titanic was on a boat though. How are they having relations in a car?
because okay, so they also transported people's cars on the Titanic. So Jack and Rose broke into
Uh,
where they keep the cars, and they had sex in a car because they broke into one.
oh my gosh, that's quite the scandal. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Uh, how is the workroom without us? Do you feel like it's a little, too boogery without the two
I feel
opulent
like
queens?
I feel like sometimes there's just room for some shade thrown because I feel like some of these girls, no shade to my sisters, but some of these girls only throw shade in the confessionals or behind each other's back.
hmm
So I feel like sometimes when they walk into the workroom, like I would love to see these girls like throw more shade to each other's faces. Some of them do though.
Yes,
Some of them do.
I
I
feel
mean,
that. They
how
always
do you
like
feel about
laugh
it?
afterwards though. So they'll like say something shady and then laugh, like they're trying to it's like a JK in front of it. But girl, you're not like that. You're just shady. You like have the biggest shadow ever, and like nobody can function in your shade. So I love it though, and I think I told you that. Like it reminded me of the girls back home. 'Cause, here in Tennessee, they're all
Okay,
hateful. You
okay.
know? So I felt like you were home to me.
Yes, like I feel like in real drag, like the girls are very hateful. Like they love to read, but I feel like in these modern times, people have become scared to read. But what I have figured out is that in the IE in LA, we when we get comfortable with each other, we just read the absolute dog shit out of each other because I don't know, like it just brings me
It's
so
fun.
much peace and serenity to just read these bitches.
hmm Honestly, I just think it's fun. It's like here in Chattanooga, I'm like really the nicest one, but I'm also the shadiest one. Just because I think it's fun. Like it makes me have a good
I don't believe
time.
you're the nicest one.
Oh my gosh, I am. I really am. Listen, do you want some of my drag? I
Okay.
need to
I
gift you
believe you're
something
the
nice.
kindest. Oh, you need to
So
gift me
what's the
something.
difference? So people have told me that. What's the difference between nice and kind?
So nice is like, okay, nice is like to the face, like you're just like nice. Like Lydia is nice. Like everything she says is nice. Like she'll never say anything shady. Kind is like you could be nice and kind. Like you do have nice moments, but like you'll also say the truth, which is what makes you kind because like you're actually kind-hearted and like you do care and like you are nice in the heart, but you're kind because like you'll also just like say the truth and say things that are truthful and like
Hmm.
sometimes you are shady, bitch, but you're always kind.
Yes. But I mean, if it's the truth, then I think that I owe it to people to say how I feel, you know? Because like
Yes,
people don't
I
tune
feel
in for
that.
like lies. I've always been like that. I'm like, if I feel like that you're crazy, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, you're like wackadoodle. Like, I just believe in telling people how they feel. Because like you can't improve yourself if you don't know. You know, like for
T.
you, example, for you, like you would never have, blossomed into this opulent queen if people didn't let you know you were busted at one point. Because you're definitely not busted now, you know?
I always tell people in drag, you gotta knock yourself down a million times, and every time you have to pick up those pieces and build yourself back up in a different way, because that's how you get
Hmm.
better in drag. Like, you can't get better in drag without critiques. And people that stay
Exactly.
the same for 10 years and never get better, it's just no one tells them the truth and they don't listen to the truth.
And see, that's where
Drag
you
is
come
about
in.
pain and suffering.
Right,
Exactly.
it's
That's when
suffering.
I come in, I'm like, you have a one note song. I'm judging you on your outfit, and bitch, you're gonna be in the bottom.
Even to the big girls that can take it, you let them know.
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh.
god. Girl,
So
she
at
could
the
in
top of
fact
this
not take it.
episode, the library is open. Do you have any reads for any of
Honey.
your season 17 sisters you would like to share?
So the one read that I will share right now is for Alexi Love. And to Lexi Love, I would just like to say, sweetie, I think you're in the wrong studio. They're filming Botched and Ancient Aliens in the next soundstage over there.
I love that one. That would have got her good. I
Okay.
forgot what hers was,
What about
but she had a
you?
good one for you too. Lexi had a good one for you, but I forgot what it was. She talked about it at Roscoe's.
Girl, what the fuck did she say?
It
What
was
did she
good though. I just don't
say?
remember.
Oh,
I don't remember. Honestly, I guess it wasn't very memorable because I don't remember it, but it was funny, you know. I'm sure somebody else wrote it, but
okay, okay.
let's see. I think my only one that I had was for Lydia, and I was gonna ask her if her favorite musical was Wicked because her drag looks like a tornado went through it, and her face looks like a house fell on it. That was my only one.
Oh,
Yeah, and like
bitch, I
I hated
cannot.
that because she was the like I got ready next to her like her little costume station, and we were like friendly, and I liked her, so that's why I'm like I can say something about her, you know, because I knew if I said anything like if I
Yeah.
read you, it would be too honest, you know, because I didn't like you then, so it would be
Yes,
like,
yes.
I'd hurt your feelings, but I love you now. No, honestly, you're so
Yes,
much
and
fun on
I
set.
love you too, bitch.
We're besties.
Okay. Listen,
The
if all
opulent
you
queen of Los
see
Angeles.
is me on TV, then you're not gonna like me because, bitch, I was turning it out on in front of those cameras. I was like, oh, the
Oh.
cameras are on. I'm gonna say it. The microphones are on, bitch.
See, I just feel like I just existed the whole time. Like it was really odd. Sometimes, like if we're at the makeup mirror or something, and I would see the cameras behind me, it would startle me. I'm like, oh shit, we're on a set. Like it really would, because I'm someone that I just exist in places. I don't really pay a lot of attention, and so honestly, a lot of times, like I would feel the microphone
I
on
feel
me, my
that.
body. I'm like, what is that? So I forgot I was there sometimes.
Yay!
Honestly, I don't know. I think I'm just like
Girl, when I
so
would do my
adaptable to
makeup and
situations.
the camera would be like right in front of me, like right here, and
Mhm.
I would be like, oh my God, like I would be like, girl, this
Ah,
shit better come out
that's
right,
so funny. Yeah, because
because
you
they're
can't just like
like
look at it.
this, like,
That's funny. Well,
it's
always
so
would get
big,
me
it's like
like if
huge.
you could, and like behind the little mirrors, you could see on some of the mirrors, you could see the cameras behind it, like the ones against the wall. And that's what would scare me because I thought it was like an
Yes,
eyeball. I'm like, like that would freak me out. And, they did like to show a lot of shots of, me from the side of my double chin. So I did recognize that. But, you know, now whenever we go back for All Stars, I'm gonna sit like this the whole time. Like, so you can't clock my double chin.
you know what I hated? I hated getting out of drag and taking off my pads in front of those big ass cameras. Because I would be getting
Yes.
out of drag and trying to like hide in my little station, and some cameraman will come over like I was like, oh,
You
ooh.
said,
I was like, oh, girl, oh, ooh, girl. I was like, Diva, like, I'm taking off my tuck it up right now. Like, don't you
"Mm."
know? Like, uh-uh.
Yeah. And I'm
That
someone
shit
too,
was
I like
crazy.
at gigs, like I don't get out of drag after the gig is over. I show up in drag and I leave in full drag. And so that was like, it made me feel
Okay.
unprofessional because I'm like getting out of drag and like it was breaking a fourth wall that that's not really my body.
Really?
And I don't know,
In
it felt like I
Chattanooga,
was
y'all
being
stay in drag?
unprofessional. I will. I don't care how long I'm at the club. I'll be in drag the whole night. I don't get out. Do you get out of drag? Oh my
Yes. Well,
God.
sometimes I don't if I'm feeling the fantasy, but usually in
Hmm.
like in SoCal, I guess we get out of drag. In LA, maybe not because like the girls have to Uber, but in the rest of Southern
Hmm.
California, like usually the girls get out of drag and then leave.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I guess not
Yeah,
just men
here
out
in the South,
here.
like I don't know, especially in Chattanooga, like if you do that, it shows that you won't get booked anymore. Because you're like, it's like you're going to work and taking your uniform off before you've clocked out, is how I feel. It's like you're working
Oh
in Captain
my
D's
God,
and
y'all are
you like
divas out
are
there,
making hush
huh?
puppies and jeans. Honestly, yeah, it's like you have to stay in it. It really is.
That is crazy, bitch.
I love it though. Even like with, if you put flats on or something to leave the show, there's one show director, I hope she's watching this,
They don't
but
like
she'll
that?
talk shit about you. No, she's like, you're leaving in flat. But I'm like, I have bad feet. I'm 30 years old, girl. Like, what is it called? My Hades heel or
Right.
something?
I have
Achilles
diabetes.
heel.
I'm putting my fucking sandals on. I'm putting that
See,
shit on, bitch. Like,
you're
I'm
like, I
so
got diabetes.
sorry. Like, I'm not breaking my feet for the walk to the car.
That should be your new like merch is I have diabetes because I feel like you have said it's so funny. You're like, I got diabetes. I gotta eat. I got diabetes. I love it.
I feel like I always have to remind people because people are always like, there's like, we don't have sugar free. Sugar okay. I'm like, no, it's not
Like I got diabetes.
okay. Like, I need the sugar free. I have diabetes, bitch.
I love that.
They need
Okay.
to know.
So let's go back to the episode. This episode is what is it? Something about Betsy Johnson. What was the proper name for it?
Uh, Is the Betsy Johnson Design Challenge ball party?
There
I
was
don't
like a
know.
pun in there. There was a pun. What was it?
Let me see.
Like Betty, get ready. It's Betsy Johnson or something. I don't know. What
Betsy
was it?
Johnson Drag Race Challenge name.
There was like a full thing that I honestly thought was clever. They
Heavens
should
to
get,
Betsy.
yes, Heavens to Betsy. That
Heavens
was
to
good.
Betsy.
Heavens to Betsy. Another design challenge. So there's
Oh
three groups.
God.
There's the prom one, and that ends up with, but also, isn't that crazy that Lydia didn't pick Corey to go next? Did you notice that?
That was crazy. I was like, girl, why didn't you pick her
Oh
next?
no. That's like their first fight. I'm glad we got to witness it. I wish
That
they would
was
have broke
kind of
up or
funny.
something. Their first fight. Yeah, because she picked who was it? Lexi. She picked Lexi pick next.
I do wish it went further though. Like I wish like Corey brought it up and
Mhm.
was like, why didn't you I was just like, babe, why didn't you pick
Yes.
me?
I wish that really would have happened. Should have been like, or like had a little bit of like resentment about it or
And I want her to be
something.
like, like Corey, baby, like it's just cause like, like I need to make alliances because like you're not gonna like last too much longer, bitch.
That's their first
That
real
would have been
fight.
a
That leads to
key.
divorce. Which group would you have wanted to be in?
I would have wanted the bridal or the punk grunge flapper, whatever the fuck. That
Do
is
you
what I
think you
would
would
have
have bombed
chosen.
that too? Just curious.
I do feel like because it is a Betsy Johnson challenge, it's a bit more like mishmash, mix match. Like, if
Hmm.
like I did get I mean, I saw the materials, there would be a chance where I could have played safe. But I do
Hmm.
feel like, I mean, I could have also been in the bottom. I definitely don't think I would have made something as bad as Corey's, but I don't know like how confident I can be in saying that because
Yes.
like. I don't know how good I am at sewing anything. It just comes out whenever I do it.
Oh, I love that. Which group would you have wanted to be in? Oh, you'd already said that.
Uh,
The
what about you?
bridal.
Yes, what about
I don't
you?
remember that. Okay, so let's see. The prom one was Lana,
Lana, Corey, Anya.
Corey, and Anya. And then the bridal was Sam, Lexi, and Arietti, I think.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
then the flapper one was Jules,
Jules,
Susie,
Susie, Lydia.
and Lydia. Yes.
Yes.
Um, I don't know. I think I would have kind of done what Jules did, honestly, is like the prom one is expected, so maybe I don't
Yes.
do that and do the flapper instead. I thought that was
And the
smart.
flapper one, I love the materials. Like the way that Jules makes
Hmm.
the furs is so kind. Like I really did live for that.
Oh, you
But
liked
girl,
it?
like, yes, I
See,
live for shit like that.
uh, I love that. I really thought that everybody
Why did
did
you not
like,
live?
I mean, it wasn't my like, I don't like mixing a pattern. As we know,
Okay.
I like monochromatic. I don't like a bunch of different like patterns. So that stresses me out in itself. But if you were to like view it in like grayscale, I would have liked it because it wouldn't have been like all the
Okay.
colors. Yeah, but it's like, I mean, that's just my personal like, I just stress
You
out
know
with
what my
mixing a pattern.
opinion is?
Tell us.
Okay, so everyone is focused on Anya
Hmm.
sabotaging the girls, right? But I feel like that Jules, oh, what happened?
Did you sneeze?
Wait, oh my God, the Zoom meeting like went away for a second. Okay, we'll cut that out. I feel like I feel like Jules actually like I don't think she's doing it intentionally. And okay, let's get this straight. I love my sister Jules. I stand Jules.
Hmm.
But I feel like she is always hoarding the materials. Like she had all the different furs, right? She had all the different furs.
Hmm.
And then she also like in the Monopulence one, like, yeah, all you use the trims because bitch you were sitting on all those damn trims. And he took all the fucking velvet for all your rouging, bitch. Right? I don't know. That's how I feel. That is my case. And I love her, but that is how I feel, bitch.
I
Okay?
also would like to point out, it did, okay, and we need to get some clarification on this, but like Jules and some of the other ones, they look like that they had rhinestones that I did not notice being provided. And I will say that was kind of annoying. Because she did. She had
Right.
ones all over and then at the bottom, and I didn't see those on the table.
So what's the TBD clarification? Were y'all provided rhinestones? Were y'all allowed to use your
Yes.
own rhinestones? Let
I
us
need to know.
know.
I need to know because I
I
would like to
just
talk.
need to know.
But I
I need
mean,
to know because
every
I just
design
want to know
challenge
all the
has
tea.
rules. Me too. I'm like, I would like to know. But I know that like every challenge had its different set of rules. So maybe it was just different for this one. I don't know.
Tea. True, because
But
Betsy's
I don't
very
even
like
remember.
mismatched, like
Mm-hmm.
different
You're just like, well, I will say too,
textures.
I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but Jules, her outfit reminded me a lot of Susie's quilted look. It really
I'm
did.
trying to remember it.
Hers was so,
I kind of
she said it was like
see.
crazy quilting. And it was like, I feel like the base of hers was that same sort of like purpley wine color like Jules had. And then
Yeah,
I had the different color. Like, I don't think it was intentional, of course, but I just thought that was interesting. I'm like,
yeah,
Susie
I
is a
feel
fashion
that.
icon. She's
I
inspiring the
think
girls.
I like Susie's runways. I like at first I
Me
didn't, I'll be
too.
honest. Like at first I was like, do I mean I like the coin, and then after that I was like, do I like this? But I'm starting to really enjoy her runways. Like I'm not gonna lie. I
Hmm.
really do love Susie's
Aw.
drag. I love her drag.
See, I'm the same way because I mean, like all the, fashion, whatever, is like whatever. But I like drag with like a point of view. And I feel like Susie and also Acacia, her drag always has a point of view. And like, I
Yes,
think
I
some people get
agree.
so caught up in like, oh, I wouldn't wear that, so it's not good. But that just because you wouldn't wear it doesn't mean that it doesn't have value. And that's what I feel like so many of
Yeah.
them sort of get in their head about. It's like, I wouldn't wear it, so it's horrible. I'm like, no. you
I feel like
know?
these days a lot of younger drag queens, they get so caught up in the prettiness and sexiness of everything.
Hmm.
And I feel like I'm the type of person to really like I love seeing the beauty in a lot of things. And
Yeah.
I enjoy many different genres of many different things. So I feel like when I see someone like Susie's drag, I live for it. When I see someone's like Jules'
Hmm.
drag, I live for it. Like, and I feel like a lot of people now they just can't appreciate two different styles of art.
Hmm. I mean, that's what a lot of things too. It's like, I don't know. People get so caught up in what their own like personal, I like this, I don't like that, where they can't see like the gray area between it. If that
T.
makes sense. I don't know. But also
Yeah.
talking about Susie, I honestly I liked her little thing she put together for the flapper situation.
Oh, I liked it. I liked it. I have the
Yes.
reaction of it, of her watching herself. Well, because I saw
Of
her
her
watch
watching
it.
herself.
I watched it with her.
I love
Yes, it's so
that. That is so
cute. Yeah,
cute.
she's in LA.
Would you have changed anything with hers? Except, well, I'll go first. Her hair, I didn't like the hair with
I would have put on her Alicia Keys scarf with it. I liked it. I liked that with that, honey.
it. I kind of did too. But I feel
I
like, I
liked
mean, you
it.
know, I just know that a lot of the hair that she's worn so far would have went a lot better with that, in my opinion, with
Yeah.
her flapper thing. Like her, like, closer cropped little, like, sort of spit curly-ish moments. But I guess she didn't want to do the same thing. But that also brought in the punkness to it. But I feel like it just was, like, misplaced a little bit.
You know, it reminded me too much of her music video challenge look.
What was that? I guess it's not memorable. Oh, yeah, her,
The rocker,
screaming. Who did she do?
you're beautiful, Linda
Oh, yeah.
Evangelista.
Hers was, I remember it now. Hers was good. It's crazy
Yes,
because,
yes.
like, we witnessed it and that feels like a lifetime ago, but I don't remember seeing it on TV. Which, like, I guess whenever I'm at these viewing parties, I don't even really, I watch it, but I'm like more so thinking of what to say at the next commercial break where I don't really pay that close attention.
Yes. And it's hard to watch it when you're there because like everybody's talking and then people are trying to talk to you, and then you're trying to order your drink, and trying to
Hmm.
order your chicken tenders, and like it's just girl, and
Chicken
I'm trying
tenders,
to like
yes.
hit my wax pen. It's just too much.
Well, see, a lot of people think that we've already seen the episodes too. I get that all the time. Because, like, those past when I did, I was like, hey, I want to go ahead and go over to so I can watch it. And they're like, well, it's just until the first commercial break. And I was like, well, I haven't seen it. Like, you haven't seen it? Like, people think that they send it to us on DVD, like seasons 1 through 17, but they
Girl.
don't, girl.
People
It's
think we are
crazy.
so official when in reality, like we are like they treat us like fucking kids, okay? Like
I
we
love
are
that.
clueless. We are it's like I feel like when they send us emails, like I feel like I'm like getting ready for like a camping trip. Like
Yeah.
when they say summer camp, like it feels like summer camp. Like
A
we
camping
don't
trip.
know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's in the episode. I have no say in anything, you
Hmm.
guys. Like I'm just a fucking drag queen on the show. That's it. I don't know
We're just a
anything. We don't
drag
know.
queen. I was gonna say we're just a baby, but I think it's too soon to say that. I'm just kidding. Oh, so crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she
Speaking of,
is
I know this
crazy.
isn't the Snatch Game episode, but who would you have that on Snatch Game?
I wanted to do Kim Jong Un, but it was not approved, so I brought Bloody Mary. Last minute decision I made in like 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh. So you're not gonna do that on All Stars since you just told us. You're supposed to
I
keep it a
still
secret.
could.
I bet they
Girl,
wouldn't
shut the
let, they're like,
fuck
no, you
up.
said it. Because as we know, I'm such an option person. I had like 6 different Snatch Game, like backup, 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 backup. I'm not gonna say what my one I was gonna do was,
Okay.
but I was gonna do like a backup was Trisha Paytas, of course. And then I was gonna do Charlie the turkey, which was the first turkey to be pardoned by a president in 80 back in
Okay.
87. Let me clarify. It's the first time that they used the terminology pardon. And it was like on record. Somebody got into a fight with me on like Facebook about it. Like, no, Abraham Lincoln was the first person to pardon in Turkey. But he didn't call it pardon. And it was at his home. It wasn't at the White House, I don't think. So that's why. But it was Reagan in 87. I was gonna do Charlie the
Okay.
Turkey. Because I can do a pretty good turkey call. I know.
Okay.
I've been practicing it, girl. So I'm pretty good at it. And then another backup was Kenneth Copeland, which is that crazy like evangelist from Texas. He's insane. And then the backup was Betty Crocker. I was gonna do Betty Crocker,
You
which
know who
I
I could
ended up
see you
actually
doing?
for the RDR Live challenge, the character study that I did for Betty Crocker, I used it sort of for Ellen.
Okay.
So I got to use it, but and then the one I was gonna do, I'm not gonna say because I really want to do it on All Stars in a couple years.
Well, you know who I could see you doing?
Oh my God, who?
I could see you doing Paula Deen.
See, Betty Crocker also had a little bit of Paula Deen in there. That is
Yes,
funny.
like that
I
is
could do
I could
Paula
really see
Deen.
that. I
Yeah, because
could
she
see
just talks about
it.
murder a lot. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Uh, I used to watch her all the time. She has a restaurant here in Sevierville, I think it is, or Gatlinburg. She has a restaurant, the Paula Deen restaurant.
Okay. Okay. Wait, I want to go. Let's
It's
go.
like it's honestly not it's not good though. I've ate there before. It wasn't good. I didn't like it.
No, I still want to go. And then we'll go to
It's
the
not
Dolly
greasy enough.
Parton motel.
Does
It's
she?
not
Oh yeah, she
greasy.
does have a motel in it's like the Graduate, though no, like White Limousine or something. Is that what it's called?
We need to
In
go.
Nashville, Dolly's. Did you see that they're doing a Dolly Parton musical? It's going to be in Nashville. Yeah, I'm so
Oh
excited
my
for it.
God, we need to go.
We
Not
need
even,
to.
we
I
need to
think
go everywhere.
we'll go everywhere. We're going on tour to go do
Wait,
things.
one thing we do need
Tour.
to talk about is the Vegas trip. Did you already give them your dates?
No, I don't want to go with everybody.
Okay, we'll cut this out. We'll cut this out. We'll
I'm
talk about
scared.
this after the podcast. We'll talk about this after the podcast.
Oh, we're so fine. Yeah, I'm excited for Vegas though. Oh my God. Yeah, we should all go
Okay.
together. That would be fun. But have like
Yes!
a couple days apart though, so we can do our own thing. Cause I'm like an old person. I want to go to like a bookstore, like or something, and y'all want to go out because
Yeah.
y'all are, y'all
Well,
are
we don't have to
delinquents.
all. Honestly, I don't want to go out like all the time. I also want to
Is
like
that
do like
real?
daytime stuff. I want to do daytime stuff.
I'm the same way. It's like if you go out, then you're gonna sleep late, and then the day's over when you wake up,
Yeah.
and it's like,
And
that's what happened in
I
the
want to like
UK.
eat. I want to walk around. Like I feel like Vegas is not all about just like going out.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. We'll figure it out. I mean, there's stuff to do for everybody, Isn't that the thing about Vegas? Like they say, Vegas is for everybody or something.
T, you can bring kids to Vegas.
I don't know. It's
Is
Vegas
that
is good for
recommended by
you.
me? No.
Have you been to Vegas before? Except for
Yes, I've been many, many
Gypsy Girl.
times.
See, I only went
Yes.
once, and it was for a gig at Gypsy and Piranha, but I didn't go anywhere like to explore. I should have,
Oh my
but
God, we need to go and we need to go and stay on a hotel in the strip and we all just need to go. And like you need to experience it because like I would go like every year like growing up actually. And like I've like
aw.
gone through Vegas like through ages and like
Hmm.
that city like means so much to me. It's so crazy because like that was when I had my first official Katy Perry meet and greet. And then
Oh
also I
my
went years
gosh.
back to go see her for her residency. And then that's when I
Hmm.
was on stage with her for the second time. So I
Oh,
love Vegas. I love
oh my
Vegas,
gosh.
girl.
Is that when you became a Katy
Yeah.
Cat?
Well, I became a Katy Cat long before then. I was devoted.
I love that. I love people. It's so funny because actually, in confessionals after the Katy Perry thing, they ask me if there's like a celebrity that I would have fangirled over like that. And I wish they
Yeah.
would have like, I don't know if they ask everybody that, but they asked me. My only one would have been his name is Kevin Miles, but he's the one that plays Jake from State Farm.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, okay. I see. Okay.
I would have fangirled, but yeah, I don't think he'll ever be a guest judge on Drag Race.
Imagine they're like, he walks and he's like, "Hi, I'm Jake from State Farm," and then everybody's like,
Yes. But no, here's the thing, because like and I've heard this on, he has like a Reddit subreddit that I'm a member of. And he wants to be, it's really sad. He wants to be like a real actor, like in real thing. But people just relate him to Jake from State Farm and they won't book him and stuff because they're like, that's all you'll ever be is Jake from State Farm. But and I've watched some of his like self tapes. He's really a good actor. Like he really
That is
is.
so sad.
It honestly is. I just wish he would have all the happiness and the success in the world. I know. Let's take a moment for Jake from State Farm. Jesus Christ,
Not
help
Jake
him.
from State Farm being like his drag persona.
That's his stage name is Jake from State Farm. I really do love
Hey
him though.
Jake. Hey girl Jake. Hey
Yeah, he's watching this
sister.
for sure. There was one year I did like I had
Ah!
a Christmas card that I photoshopped of him and I for a Christmas card. I didn't give it out to anybody. I just posted it on Facebook, but it
Is
was
that
funny.
your dream
I love
to
him.
be
He's so
with Jake
nice.
from State Farm?
He just has such a good energy too. Like, I don't know, I'm getting giddy, but because he's so passionate about like insurance, and I don't have insurance right now since we're independent contractors. So I'm like, I love him. Ugh,
Oh my
he's my
God.
hero. Okay, back to this episode. I forgot what episode it is. Oh yeah,
We are talking
Heavens to
about Betsy
yes.
Johnson, Heavens to Betsy.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
Oh,
talk
how about
about
what about some workroom drama? What happened? Oh, sweet little Lexi
let's talk
having
about
another meltdown.
Lexi
Hmm?
trying to psych Jules out.
Wait, I didn't catch that.
When
Oh, about
Lexi
the
goes to
miss.
Jules, eh,
Oh yeah, with the nape of the belt. You know what's so funny? All the Jules could have done was take her hand and push the nape of that fabric down. She could have just. It's like that two-way
listen,
sequin,
you
but she like ripped it
she
apart
said
and did
you
it.
put it backwards, bitch.
It was so funny. I'm like, girl, just. But what would have been cool too, like if she would have every other panel, because it looked like her dress was in like two front panels and two back panels. If she would have made one,
Hmm.
then it go up, the next one down, up, down, that would have gave it like a interesting color blocking, I think,
Oh, that would have been cool. That
like
would have been
facade
cool.
to it. Yeah, but she did, and it was so funny. Was that before or after Lexi's little meltdown about not knowing what to do?
Maybe
I
that
can't
was
remember.
after.
It was
Yeah,
after.
she
I
said,
love
I
that
don't know what the
though.
fuck to do.
Lexi's like, I'm not the only one going to struggle. Jules will struggle too. That was so sweet that Sam tried to help her. Because, like, I think that all
Oh
we've really
yeah.
seen throughout the season is like Sam maybe not being the most like congenial person, you know. And it was really sweet to see her go out of her way to like help somebody out and help them figure it out. I really think that that was a good moment for Sam. I really
I
do.
agree. I really like watching Sam and Lexi's friendship progress throughout the season. I feel like at first they started out kind of like hating on each other, especially Lexi. Like 'cause she's like, I don't like people from drag families, and then like
Oh yeah.
Sam started talking to her about like, oh, like I like this and I do this and like I make
Hmm.
this, and then Lexi started like warming up, and then now like I feel like
Yes.
have blossomed into such a beautiful
Oh, they
friendship.
really have. It's sweet. Do you remember that reminded me of this? That when we had the workroom entrances or whatever. Do you do you remember when I got in there and I was like meeting them and I knew Sam, and then when Lana said she was Lux's daughter, I said, "Do we have any other Nepo babies around the table?" Do you remember that? I've asked a couple people that like, I don't remember you saying that, but I said it in the
I
workroom
don't.
entrance. I did. And then what else did
But
I
like I
say?
believe it. I believe it. I talked about
Because
Nepo babies in my audition tape. I think that's like a theme of the season is like Nepo
oh,
babies.
you think? I mean, I can see that. Let's see. Let's go around the
Yeah,
table. Ariadne is, I guess, a Nepo baby. I guess I would
Irene,
classify
yeah.
sort of Corey as one, not a Nepo baby, but like family
The
related.
connection, the connections
Let's
there.
see. And then I forgot the rest of the room.
Who else?
Susie, I don't
Crystal's
know.
kind of because she's connected. Suzie,
Oh yeah,
no. She doesn't have a famous yeah,
no.
she doesn't have a on
And
Drag Race
then
girl mom. Who
did no,
else?
Lydia didn't have anybody. Sam, Lana, of course. Was there anybody else?
Sam,
Excuse me. I
Crystal,
don't think I have.
Lana,
Wait,
Corey.
did Crystal? Oh yeah, Crystal with Jasmine.
Arietti, and then who else?
I feel like we're missing one. Did we say
Lucky.
Sam?
Yeah,
Lucky? Oh yeah, Lucky
Lucky.
with her ex-mom. Her
Who
ex-mom. She got
else? No
emancipated.
one
Is that what
else,
it's
I
called?
think. I think that's it.
I think that was all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I love it. I can't even remember like I feel like we're forgetting somebody. I don't know.
Who
I guess if we're forgetting
else?
them, they're not memorable. That's their problem. Can't help it.
That is the trend
No,
of
I
the
think that's
day,
it.
bitch. If we are not remembering it, then it must have been not memorable, babe.
That's the
Sorry.
truth.
Sorry.
It's like there's a quote from a play
Oh,
that I like
Jules.
called the Jules. Oh yeah, that's who we're trying to figure out. Jules,
Seasonable,
Jules
baby.
Sparkles. Uh, with
Yeah.
yes, her grandma, Miss Tut.
Yeah. Trinity,
Love
honey.
her.
She is the one. Listen, Trinity is the one, honey. The one and
I
the
think out
only,
of all the
baby.
review channels, I think hers is my favorite. I live.
Really, I fucking hate hers.
Yeah, really. See, I think that
Yes,
they
she be talking that shit about me on it, but honestly though, I live for it. But bitch, fuck her. I'm just kidding. No, I love Trinity. I live for Trinity. She is mother. I
Mhm.
fucking live for her. But I have to say that I don't like her review channel because every single clip I see of it is her talking about me, and I'm like, fuck, I love you. Why do you hate me? But I think she
Aw.
actually does like me though, because like we do like me and Chantel do like DM each other sometimes, and like I've never had
Mhm.
a bad interaction with Trinity, so I'm sure it's like she's just reviewing the show. But
I just
girl,
think that
fuck
they
that
do
channel.
like, and I guess that contradicts what your opinion of it is, but I feel like that they do a good job of like voicing an opinion without being like nasty, but still doing it in like an entertaining way. I just really respect
I
that. I think that
agree.
that like,
I
see,
agree.
and that's why I feel like that out of, and I watch all the review channels, but I feel like Trinity really does respect other performers, even if they're not where she comes from in terms of like drag style. And I think that's why it comes across that way, where it's like it's her opinion, but it's still like respectful and but it's still like
I
entertaining, you know?
agree. And
So I
also
enjoy hers.
she did defend all the girls and was like, you people talking shit about these people,
Hmm.
like y'all don't even know how to do this shit. Like y'all can't even figure
Yeah.
this out. Like, please. And like, you know what? Thank you, Trinity, for standing up for
Hmm.
us because you are you're someone we look up to, and like
Yeah.
I live for you, bitch. I live for Trinity
Oh,
so much. I stand her. People ask me
she's
like,
my
"Who's your
favorite.
drag Mount Rushmore?" She's in my drag
Hmm.
Mount Rushmore. She's one of my top
Oh,
four. Dead ass.
she was mine too. Mine was well, I said Jinx and Jayla, in my opinion, I grouped them as one. Jinx, Jayla, Trixie, Asia O'Hara, and Trinity. That's who my top four, because they asked us in the Meet the Queens are like
Yeah,
four.
mine
So
was Jinx, Sasha
mhm.
Colby, Trinity, and then I think I said who did I say? I think I said maybe Aquaria. I think I don't
Aquaria.
know. Oh,
Oh,
probably
I
Nymphia
think
or
so.
Nymphia. I don't know. One of them.
Mhm.
One of them was something. I said.
Oh, I feel about them. I love a
But yeah.
Rushmore. I didn't really understand that.
But
But
yeah.
there's four people on it. We should be on it next. Somebody should say us next time.
Yes, I'm like Joella.
Like we love
It's
it.
like
Okay.
Joella Hormona.
I could see that, honestly. Okay, we gotta talk about the episode though. We keep forgetting about there was an
Okay.
episode where
Okay. Yes.
I'm
Let's get
just
back
getting so
there.
caught
Let's
up.
get back there. Reel it
Let's
back.
see. So starting from I guess that was all the drama. Oh, I did love Corey's design. I don't know if you'll agree with this, but oh you were dead then. But whenever my design from this sea thickening ball was I feel like basically what Corey was going to replicate to begin with. Where it was a fitted bodice and then like a gathered circle skirt and it had bows on it. It was mine. Did you realize that?
Girl, that look I think was the
Oh,
worst design challenge look we've had on the season so far. And that's a lot for me to say.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, like, I could,
Girl,
and see,
Corey.
here, here's what I know about Corey, and I feel like her thought process. So I do think that her intention was to do a gown, but I think that she probably did the gown and then and like, I think she figured out she would be in the bottom and probably lip syncing. So I feel like she had a gown originally and chopped it off so she could lip sync in it better before the episode, before like she got to the workroom.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I
I could see
honestly
that.
agree, but girl, the top here and like
Yes.
this, like, girl, what the fuck?
I'm like, girl, but it's also crazy because like, and I didn't notice it on this one, but I'm sure it was there. A lot of the design challenges, and I think I'm the only one that ever noticed this, but she would usually like safety pin the dress into her breastplate. Yes. Yeah, for the and no, it was her quilted runway. Yes. Because it made me
Her
queasy every time I saw it.
breastplate
Yes, like
goes
I
through
swear, the
so
quilted runway
much.
that was safety pin into her breastplate. Her yellow design dress was safety pin into her breastplate, and there was one more that was, and I thought that was crazy. Yeah, but I don't think
That
anybody
poor
noticed.
fucking breastplate. She literally puts that fucking breastplate through fucking hell.
Yeah.
Corey, if you're watching this and you made it this far, please, please give her a break, babes. Because like
Yes.
Jesus Christ, like girl, when she painted it green,
Oh yeah, for Shrek, not Shrek. For the Grinch, the
girl,
Grinch.
for Grinch, the Grinch that looked like Shrek, the Shrek sized Grinch.
That's so funny. I cannot.
Oh,
Let's
oh, I love
see.
her
And
brother.
then who else was in the group with Tori? And then Lana's wasn't the most exciting, but I thought her design was really cute, honestly.
I enjoyed hers. I enjoyed hers. I will
I
say
really
I enjoyed
did.
hers.
I thought her like placement of the little like, I don't know, was it bows or something? I thought was like
It was
nice.
cute. I love the shape of the dress, and then like the
Hmm.
tulle, and then like the thing. Also, we have 10
Yeah.
minutes left again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go get
Okay,
spin them. Let's see. And then the other problem was
Anya's.
Anya. Aw.
I I love Anya, and I love Anya, but I really didn't like
She's my
this
favorite.
outfit. I didn't like the outfit.
No. It was very, very rough. And but I think
Love
what
her
I
though.
loved about her was that she felt cute in it. And she's like, I felt cute in it.
Yeah,
And I think
and it
that,
was cute. And she did put a lot of
yes,
effort in it and tried hard to like make sure she wasn't in the bottom. And I agree, her placement she deserved. She did not deserve
right.
bottom two. She tried so
Mm-mm.
hard. Okay, so that
Hmm.
is my tea.
Yes. I just feel like hers could have been like, I don't know, like saved if she concentrated the bows like on the bottom. Well, it wouldn't have made it great, but put the bows around the bottom or something. Because I could see where she was going. Because I like bows. Oh my God, Joella,
I
they're all
think
using bows. I inspired
I
them. Oh
think
my God,
right.
today.
I love that it was like the bow like challenge because I love bows. But you know what I
Hmm.
think she should have done? I think she should have done a mermaid tail for the gown. And I think she shouldn't have done so
Girl.
many bows. It should have been like one bow here, and then she should have done gloves that had bows on them.
Oh yeah, that would have been cute. Like the
I
top
don't
of
know,
each
there's
bow.
just
Like,
something about the placement of things that was just not. It was not.
yes. And
It
like in
was
terms of design,
not.
like what and like because I went to art school, but like there's a principle and I forgot what it's called. But like if things are like linear like that, they don't really it's not visually interesting. So like a little bit of asymmetry, like
Yeah.
if it's like one on the shoulder and then one on like the other side on
Yes,
the
like
hip, like that gives it movement. But if
and
it's
then
like
one
all
here.
up and down, it's like because your body is
I
like, you know, a
agree.
body is not linear, it's curved. So it's like I don't know, it gives a weird like visual.
And also, some of those bowls were a little bit fucked up, girl. Like,
Yeah, they're like all
I
different
was like,
sizes.
sister.
Oh, I wish I could have helped her because I would have loved to make her. But I love making bows. They're
Yeah,
so easy and they're
I
so
love
cute.
that would have been fierce because you know what? I love Anya, and like,
Hmm.
I didn't expect that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, me either. But she
But what
wasn't.
can I say?
She was good. I know. I mean, the opulent queen herself. You should have been there to show them how it's done. Like this, how
You
you do
show the
it,
girls
bitches.
how to be known for your looks, girl.
I
How
love
to be
that.
known
You're
for your
so
looks, honey.
okay.
Okay,
So
let's
let's
move on to
see.
the next group. Should we talk
Yes.
about prenup?
Yeah. So okay, I will say this. Lexi's. I really liked hers, but
Okay.
okay. So the like knowledge and skill of like gathering that much tool to go around her thing. I have a hard time believing that she did it herself. Like I'm not
Do you
saying
think
that,
Sam did it?
I feel like Sam probably did a lot more of it than we saw because and that begs the question, like if that was her skill set, why didn't she bring that to the other design challenges instead of just wearing a tarp or the other one? Which all were,
Now
I
you see,
mean,
you see,
honestly,
I love
yeah.
Lexi, but I agree. I really do agree
Hmm.
because that was a lot. And like I saw a compilation of everyone that has done a veil like that on like a design
Yeah.
challenge. And like Lexi's was the most exaggerated one. And to have
Yeah.
that skill level, I was like, I'm not seeing that in your other design challenges since you're like, how did that come about? That's like,
Yeah.
girl,
That's
like
how I felt
no
too.
shade to her. I love her, but girl, let's be real.
Mhm. Yeah, because like just gathering all of that. I'm assuming she did it on a machine and then pulled the thread
Yeah.
in the middle. Um, you're acting like you know how to sew. You're like, yeah, of course, of course. But
I was like,
I
oh,
feel like
like,
I'm like,
yeah,
how did
yeah.
she do all that? Like, how did she do all that and then put it on the little veil thing? And like,
Girl,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think she did it.
I don't
But maybe she
either.
did. Maybe Sam taught her, or like gave her
Yeah,
guidance.
there's definitely more to the story. There's more to the story there. And I mean, regardless, like the styling she did, like, she looked good in it. But I'm just like,
She looks
that
sickening.
skill level doesn't match up with what you did before. Like that,
It
like, did you take
doesn't.
a sewing
And
class?
Sam was very involved in the designing of the outfit. So, meaning Sam
Yes.
would design something that she knows how to do because Sam sews herself.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Sam's, I think hers was honestly probably my favorite across the board.
Oh, I love
It
everything
was
that
so
Sam does.
good.
I'm in love with.
And it was like to me, that was like one of the now I think Joel's was pretty spot on for like Betsy Johnson, but I feel like that Sam's was especially very spot on because I feel like a lot of Betsy
Yeah,
Johnson stuff is
yeah.
like a relatively like classic simple silhouette but has some kind of edge to it. And I think that
You
that's
know,
really like and really personified that.
I think she would have been in the top if it wasn't for the fact that it was such a replica of like something Betsy already made. Because that's like the one thing that they did say about
Oh.
hers. Is like they're like, oh, like isn't this something that you've already done, Betsy? And like that's what Bruce said. So I feel like that's the because it was like
Oh.
fantastic out of this. Like I was like Sam.
Hmm.
Like I was like
Yeah.
Sam. Like yes, but I feel like that's the reason because I was thinking about it and I think that's the
Hmm.
reason why.
See, I didn't even notice they said that. I didn't realize that. I guess I don't even know if I watched the episode because I feel like I don't know anything that happened.
Hormona, girl, I've been watching Drag Race. Like, I am like studying for like the
Oh, for the
fucking board
test.
exam or something because I live for Drag
Mhm.
Race so much.
See, I feel like that I mean, I watched it because I did a viewing party in Ohio, I think. Yeah, it was Ohio. And I know I watched it, but I guess I just didn't like, I don't know, comprehend it. It's like
I
weird
feel
to
that.
watch because I literally get upset every week when I watch it and I'm not there. Like it feels very weird to watch. I don't know. I'm like, I can't watch this.
I feel
I'm
that. I
so like
feel that.
scarred.
But I've been starting to get relief because I feel like I'm not like, oh my God, what dumb shit am I gonna say? Am I gonna say something
Aw.
that's gonna piss someone off? Like, what is gonna happen? But the one episode I
Hmm.
was really upset about not being in was the Wicked one because a part of the reason why I
Girl.
started drag was because like I Alphabet is my dream role in like theater, but like, I
Aw.
can't play her because I don't have that voice. So in
Hmm.
drag, I can do her because like I can play girls and not have to sing in their range. So I
Hmm.
I would have fought for that alphabet role that
Aw.
nobody wanted. That would have been my role.
Yes. See, I think instinctively I would have wanted Glinda because that is also like, I've auditioned for Glinda several times, like in Wizard of Oz, and I never would get it. Just because, my voice was not a soprano or whatever it is for alto.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I probably would have wanted to do Kansas Dorothy. I think I would
Ooh,
have
that
done
would have
really
been
well with that.
fierce.
Because I'm like a park and barker. That's like what I like to do. I like a park and bark. And I feel like that
That
was
would have
like
been
very
fierce.
that. But that's also the only one that was on stage by itself. So that was a real good moment to like really shine in it, you know, because you're like there by
T,
yourself for like a couple of minutes or like seconds, really. But
we
yes.
who were we talking about? Okay, Lexi's. We were talking about Lexi's. But okay,
Mm,
now let's talk about the next person in the bridal, which is Arietti. Because we already talked about
oh,
Sam, now we're gonna talk
yes.
about Arietti. I live for it, but it wasn't my favorite of the design challenge or any of her outfits. I think this is my
Mhm.
least favorite Arietti outfit, but it was still fashion and gorgeous, and I just
Yes.
love everything Arietti does.
I think that the stage being so dark did not do it any favors because it didn't look like anything to me. Honestly, I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't I don't see, and I know her stuff is so detailed, but there was so much that was lost. But see,
I
that's why I think
agree.
she was in like that's why she was in the top, of course, because it's like the judges could see that because they were there in
Yeah,
person. So, you know, I did
the
also I think hers was the
details.
other one that had rhinestones on it that I noticed.
I think that's
It
part of
was.
the in the lace, there's a lace fabric that has like the flowers, and there's
Mhm.
like stones in the middle of those flowers. I have a dress with like
Oh.
that like it has a
But
similar kind
see,
of.
so Arietti and Jules, like they had the same kind of stones on it. So I'm like, where did that come from? But maybe it was provided. I really want to know. I'm not
What
sure.
if
I'm not like
Jules?
jaded about
What if Jules cut
that.
out like the stone of it?
Oh my God, I can see her
She
doing
could have
that because
done
she's so
that. She could have done
forceful.
that. She could have done that. I would have
She
done
like went
that.
and stole Arietti's
What
stuff.
have what
But I
have
really
I
did
done
like
that?
it. I really thought her little like bow, there was like a little bow
Yeah,
tie.
I really
That
liked
is
it.
really
It looked
what
very
sold it
clean.
for me. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what it was that I guess the contrast of that with everything else, but that's really what sold it as like Betsy Johnson. I
yeah.
just loved it. And then I just love that like Betsy Johnson is so known for bows, I guess, because everybody has bows. Like, wait, I think everybody had a bow. Lexi had a big
Just
bow.
like girly 80s, very like,
Like,
like your version Madonna, very that.
Did you say like a version?
Like a version Madonna, like that era of Madonna. That's like very Betsy
Yeah. Okay.
Johnson.
It sounded like you were saying version, like an
Oh,
iteration. But you're saying I was like, what's a version of Madonna? Like, not the real one. I
no.
get it. And then the next group. Who's in the next group? Do we talk about the next group? Who was it? Oh, Lydia,
Yes, Lydia,
Jules.
Susie, and Jules.
Yes.
So
I think
how
we
we feel
touched on
about
Susie's.
Lydia?
So I felt like I didn't. Lydia's was like it didn't fit that well. Which like the thing
Yeah.
is though is like that is kind of Lydia's brand is ill-fitting.
Yes, yes, I agree.
And that's not, I'm
I
not being like
honestly liked
shady.
it.
That really is like it's because her drag has like this almost like intentional disheveledness to it that I actually
Yeah,
really like. And so I think that it was like her stuff isn't made to fit her perfectly. And I think
yes,
that's so
yes,
cool. Like I really do. But I mean, as far as like hers just had a lot of stuff on it. I think that she didn't really have a direction because hers and Susie's felt very similar to me. And like,
yeah,
I know Susie had a direction, so I'm like, did Lydia get like that inspiration and then run with it? But hers had like more to it and
I
like more layers.
I feel like Lydia, I really liked her drag. I really liked her drag and I really liked her outfit. However, I feel like for a design challenge, like the judges are gonna judge based on fit and based on, like you
Mhm.
gotta like make your drag different for like a challenge like
Yeah.
that. Cause like you're competing and you're not just displaying your art, which is why I feel like she
Mhm.
was in the bottom. But I just feel like she's so sickening and I never want to see her in the bottom ever.
You're like never in the bottom.
Never.
Let's see. And then I think we talked about Joel, so we'll talk about it again. I liked
Well,
hers. I think
Jules, the
I
winner,
let's see. Yes. Oh yeah, she did win. So who was in the top? We had Lexi, Arietti, and
and
Jules.
Jules. In the
Do you feel
bottom,
like
we
you
had
agree with who
Anya.
won?
I do. Because actually I thought the Reddit rumor was that Lexi wins, and the whole time I was
Oh
thinking,
yeah.
I feel like Jules should win because she like did so much and like the
Uh-huh.
innovation of like the mixing the textiles and everything and like I just feel like that was like the design challenge winner because like she like designed and like did something new where like Lexi like yeah like it was sickening but it was like one part of it that was really really fierce
Hmm.
and then it was also
Oh, that's
something that's
true.
been done before and it was a reference versus like something that was
Hmm.
like designed then and there and like I feel like it was so heavy in the storyline where like Jules was like, I don't know what to do. And then she was like, I'm gonna mix everything together.
I love her confessionals too. Just hearing her explain her thought process. I think she's so cute. I really do.
I live for
Let's
Jules.
see.
I
I'm
live for
trying to
Jules. I'm a
think.
Jules stan.
Hmm. So I feel like I could have interchanged maybe Sam and Lexi, but like
Okay.
honestly maybe like a top four would have made sense in my mind,
I could see that. I could see
you
that.
know.
They were all
But
so
I just thought
good.
Sam's was so cute. I was really surprised. And like just the construction of Sam's, like I thought hers had a lot of like good construction qualities to it. It was
It
so
was
fitted,
perfect.
like in the little bustier thing. I was impressed with hers.
And the
And
mix matching of the
then
black and white was like amazing.
mhm,
Amazing,
it was
amazing,
very
amazing,
clean
amazing.
too. Like all the seams were very clean on hers. I was impressed. And so then for the
Yes, yes.
bottom, we had our sweet little baby Anya, Corey, and Lydia. Do you agree with
Lydia,
the bottoms?
I do. I
Me
do.
too. Like I could not really think of anyone that like I could have switched them out. You
I
know.
feel like the judging this episode was pretty fair.
Mm-hmm. Because
Pretty
like I
fair.
mean, Susie's wasn't the most like I don't know like visually pleasing. Like there was something I don't know. There's something a little off to me with it. Maybe it should have been
Yeah,
longer with the tassels or something. But the fit of hers was really nice. I know what it
yeah.
was missing. It was missing
It
her
was
do
like nice and
rag. That's what
cute.
it was missing. It was
The
missing
Alicia
that.
Keys, honey. I feel like
That would have
Susie's was
elevated
like
it.
nice, it was cute, and like it was just, enough to be where she was
Hmm.
at.
Yes. So then little Corey and little Lydia, they lip sync for their life too. What was the song? Kiss Me Deadly or
Girl,
something?
Kiss Me Deadly by Leela Waterford.
Yes. What do you think about the lip sync?
I thought it was one of the better lip syncs on our season. I feel like it was really good. I could feel the emotion in both of them during it. And like especially Lydia, like,
Mhm.
oh Lydia is such a good lip syncer.
She really
Wow, I
is.
remember like I literally had to told her I literally had to tell her when I saw her this weekend, I was like, sister, like,
Aw.
when I first watched your lip sync, her lip sync for Boogie Wonderland, I wasn't even
Mhm.
paying attention that much. And like I was just like half watching or half doing something. And then like halfway through it just like clicked in my mind. I was like, I'm watching one of the fiercest lip syncs ever because what the fuck? Like for some reason, like it just feels like it was just so good. And this I had the same
Mhm.
feeling. And even Corey did good. And then when they kissed, it
Yes.
was just like, oh, it was so good.
Aw.
I love my sisters.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it
Ooh,
to get like all the, but I really thought they did so good. And they're
yeah,
like, okay, so, you know, I've decided earlier, like, I'm like, they'll probably end up lip syncing against each other, you know?
yeah,
And I knew they would end up kissing during it, but I didn't. I'm glad that it made sense, like where they did it and with the kiss and stuff. Like, I just thought it was very cinematic and like placed in a good place too. You know, it didn't feel
yes,
random.
yes.
That was what I was worried, like it was gonna just feel kind of random, but it really wasn't. And
It was
Corey
so
like tried to
beautiful.
eat her face. Corey's like whole mouth is open and like he's
Yes.
trying to eat her.
I was like, oh, girl. Like,
Like,
she
let her
is. Ooh.
breathe.
Lydia was like,
Like, let me go.
fuck.
I loved that. I would have gagged
But
though
I
if,
just,
if Rue was like, I just can't separate y'all. Sashay away. And they both like leave.
oh,
That would be crazy. Rue's like, I can't decide. Instead of they both say, like, y'all
That
can
would have
just
been
both.
funny.
I would have
That would have
gagged.
been really funny. You know,
Uh,
I just really liked when Lydia like there's this one part where the camera cuts to her and like it's when it goes like
mhm.
kiss me daddy and she's like shaking her head like oh my God. And then when
Oh,
she does this.
oh yeah, I love when she does that
Oh
little
my
move.
God, Lydia Boho Collins, the performer you fucking are, bitch.
Mm.
You
She
are
is.
just
She's so good.
you just like see her soul in her drag. It's just so soul
Yeah.
bearing and like it's beautiful. Oh no, I love her.
It
I
really
love
is. Like she's
I
like a
love
very
her.
like I don't know. I want to see her live too. Like I need to go to one of her shows sometime because I just really
It's
I adore her.
it is an experience because like
Oh yeah,
the
because you
drag
went to
artist that
her
like
show this
Lydia
weekend.
yes, like the kind of drag artist Lydia is like you just really see her soul in her art and like you just see
Mhm.
her and it's like that is some of my favorite kind of drag and like when I see drag like that, like I just really like ah, so
Is that
good.
what you know?
I
Do you
live
like?
for Lydia. Why what?
I do too. I said do nut for her drag. I learned that word the other day. Somebody said
I
that.
do not for her drag.
No, where was that at? I was at the Charlotte airport and I was behind these people. And they got bow round. And then they
We got
stepped
what?
over. Have you ever had Bojangles?
What the fuck is
Maybe they don't
that?
have it out there, but they have hash browns, but they're like circles. They call them bow rounds.
Okay.
And
Okay, we
there's
have
this
those.
girl and this guy in front of me, and the guy got them and bit one. He said, "Oh, I nut for these," is what he said. And I was behind him, like, "What the fudge? What does that mean?" And then I looked it up. So I'm like,
Like
that makes
Urban
sense.
Dictionary nut. I
Yes, I
love
had
the
that
word
on my phone
nut.
all the time. But yeah, he's like, I nut to this.
I
I'm like,
love
what does
nut
that mean?
vids. Send me nut vids.
You're like, I nut to everything. Oh, so that does conclude which episode? Episode 8?
That is episode 9, the
9.
Betsy
Oh my
Johnson
gosh.
challenge.
That is crazy. I've
Yes.
been dead from the show like 3 weeks. Because
Yes.
I died with
We have been
6.
murdered and we are in
That is
our grave. We're 6 feet under.
this is heaven.
We're just trying to
It's so
rake
funny
it
because I
through.
always say that at dinner parties. I'm like, so as you know, they killed me off, and people think it's so funny, but I'm like, that's how I felt. They killed me. They killed me off.
Girl,
Huh?
that's the other drag show where they kill them off.
Oh yeah, what do they call that? Extermination challenge or something?
Exterminations, girl, that shit is
That's
scary.
I would not be able to do that. I get so scared. Ah.
Imagine they're like, sister, you like lost the competition, but like, let's film your death scene real quick.
Well, let's kill you first. I
I'll be
can't do
like,
that.
okay.
Instead, they just put us in a room by ourselves and we're like sitting in there. Wait,
For like 2 hours.
did people sit in there with you or were you by yourself?
I was with one of the PAs. Oh,
Oh, me too. Was it your husband?
my work husband.
It
Girl, he
was
was
so
so
funny.
hot.
When they killed me, I was in there and I like requested, I'm like, can this person come in here? Like, I need them instead. Because I just needed people like to listen to me talk.
Baby, I didn't even need to request him. He was the one that was right there with me the whole time for my elimination. He picked me up from my literally. He pulled up to my
Aw.
apartment when I had all my boxes and my friends were outside with me. I was crying, and then they were like, "I wait, oh my God, where did the meeting go? Okay, it's back here. It did that thing again." Because it's like saving the video. So whenever the video's done saving, it like exits out of
Okay.
the window, and then I
I
have
was
to
like,
click back. Okay, okay. So he came and picked me up, and then my friend's like, "Oh my God, is that?" And then I'm like, "Oh, oh, hi!" And I was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know the fucking pit crew came to pick the girls up." You know, like, why is he like so? I was like, "What is happening here?" And then like he would be like, I would like be with him a lot during the process, and then I think like the last time like when I got eliminated, like he was there with me in the confessional room when I was waiting for y'all to all exit. And then he like
uh-huh.
was with me like the whole time. Like he gave me tissues. Like before I walked into the
Oh,
workroom to give y'all my mirror message. And like that's
yeah.
when I cried was when I was standing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet. He was sweet. He was so funny too, because
Oh.
he one of the times we were there like on a Saturday or something, I was talking to him and he said before like he took this job for Drag Race and he was like he never watched it before, so he was watching it and he was like, "Y'all," he's like, "Y'all some crazy bitches." I said, "They are." It was funny. I'm like, "Yeah, they are."
Ah!
It was so funny. I really like. He was really nice. I really love that
Yeah.
one. I won't name drop him because he may. I don't want him to feel called out. But he would always like the end of the episode. He would always have me a diet soda with a straw.
I think
Like
I know which
I'm
one
like
you're
he loves
talking
me
about.
because I like would keep at like I'd ask and then maybe the third time he would just have one. He's like, "Here's your soda." I'm like, "It's called a sody," but he was so
Not
sweet.
sody by it's a
Yeah, I'm doing
soda.
some gigs and I have a couple shows in April in LA area, and so I hope he comes out for some of those.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm
God.
gonna be
Maybe
at
I'll go.
I think I'll be at I want to say Mickey's, and then basically all the Hamburger
Mary's?
Marys out there.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yes.
be at Mickey's and Mary's. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm
Wait, if I'm
excited. It's
free,
like
I'll
Mickey's.
go.
You should. I gotta figure out what music to
Yeah.
do because I've been in like a
Okay,
kick of just doing like Avril Lavigne and Chapel Roan. And is that
that'll
her name? I
work.
always
That'll
get it
work
wrong.
out
Chapel
here.
Roan. But girl, I love Avril Lavigne. I want to see her in concert so bad.
Okay, Avril Lavigne. I
I
love
do.
Avril
It's like my.
Lavigne.
I remember I had the song "Girlfriend" was my ringtone when I was in like seventh grade, and I remember I was talking to my dad and one of my aunts outside, and my phone started ringing. And it was that song, and I was so embarrassed because I'm like, "Oh no!" And my dad, he was like, "Yeah, Noah with those girls words, Noah with those girlfriends." He thought it was so
Not
funny. He thought the song was
that.
like about my girlfriend. So I'm like, no, the song, I'm the girlfriend. Like that's what this song's about. So yeah,
Girl, that's crazy.
low Chris.
That's like
Well, that
that's like
concludes our
when I would like play video
episode.
games.
What?
Yeah. I said that's like when I would play video games, I would play the girl characters, and like my straight friends would be like, "Oh, it's because like he like likes the girls." I was like, "Oh yeah, I love them, girl. Yes."
Yes, I love women. I love
I
women.
was like, "I love the girls, honey." Oh.
You're crazy.
Oh my God.
Ah, oh my gosh. Ah, any final thoughts about the episode?
I would like to say I am so glad that Jules finally got a win. I feel like it was long overdue, and I
Oh,
am a
yes.
Jules stan, and I'm just so happy for her. That's
I love
it.
Jules. Ah,
And I love Corey, and I'm sad he's gone, but he deserved it.
aw. Rest in
Oh my
peace,
God, but
Corey.
I love Corey, and it was really sad to see him
Yes.
go. I was sad. I was
I
sad.
will say I will miss Corey in confessionals. Like,
Yes.
just get in the bucket. That's always so
Judge in the
funny.
bucket. Judge in the bucket.
I will miss that, honestly. Uh, but, you
You know, Corey's
win.
just
What's
a
it
good
called?
time to be
What's it called?
around. You win
Mm-hmm.
some, you lose some.
Yeah. And in Corey's case, lost a lot. So. Well, no, won how many? Two lip syncs? Oh, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Wait,
Two.
who else did Corey send? He sent you home. Then who else?
Acacia.
Oh, yeah. Little
Like a
Acacia.
wet dream.
Yeah, and that was the anniversary of her grandmother dying.
Oh my God, that was so
That was
sad.
so
Oh my
sad. It really was. It was so funny though, because I
God.
for the RDR Live challenge, I talked about my grandmother. They didn't air it, which is fine, but I also talked about my grandmother's death, like on the stage, and I'm like, this is the season of the
Fuck.
dead grandmas. Like we all have dead grandmas.
I mean, both of my grandmas are dead. And
Really?
I never got to tell one of them that did live longer. I never got to tell her like that I was gay or that I did drag.
Aw, when did she pass?
Yeah. She passed like during the pandemic and like I remember like
Oh.
she one day like when I was like in middle school she was like if you're
Mhm.
gay they loved you all these years for nothing. So I never came out to her, girl.
That's so
Yeah.
sad. She's
Yeah.
like, if you're gay, I've loved you
So
all these years for nothing. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
Joella,
she
I'm
dead I
so
said that. She dead I
sorry.
said that. She said that. So if you're
That's
wondering
so
where my sense of
sad.
humor comes from,
Aw. Listen, I
yeah.
mean, I know it's like easy just to laugh, laugh through it or whatever, but don't feel like you can't be sad about it too, because that's sad. It's sad that you had that
No,
mindset because
yeah,
you're
like
lovely.
I definitely had to like sit down with myself and kind of process it because I feel
Mhm.
like like yeah, like let's laugh about it and joke, but at the same time like I agree like you have to sit down with your emotions. You have to feel
Mhm.
them and then get through them and I definitely like have had that moment with that one. But it's still like I mean it does hurt, but it's like fuck. Like I mean all I
Mhm.
have to tell myself is that like they were in a different mindset and like she never
Yeah,
had the chance to like be told like like the gospel truth of like how we feel about being gay and like the truth of it and I
yeah,
think she was just told the lies and like that is like
mhm.
where that mindset comes from which is
Yeah,
really sad but people are manipulated and indoctrined and like that's the proper word, right? Indoctrined.
yeah.
I don't
That's
want to
very
say
like
something wrong.
emotionally mature of you too. Like I really respect
Yeah,
that. That's very mature to be able to like see it from even though it sucks and it's not right. Like it's good that you can
it's true
understand.
because
So
it's
it's
like
fine.
at the end of the day, like I don't want to spend my whole life mad about things I can't really
Hmm.
change. Like I think that's like something that switched in me like in the past years. And because I was like, I can't be mad at everything. Like I need to like let things go. And that's something I definitely had to like let go.
Yeah.
This bitch,
I mean,
like
especially when, she's dead, you can't have a conversation. Well, unless you got like a Ouija board or something. But don't mess with
okay,
that.
okay. I was using this app that like okay, it takes like radio signals and like it has this like bank of like
An
recordings
app.
from like videos and like audios and it lets the spirits come in and like piece it together. And actually I heard her voice talk to me. And I
Wait,
was in the
really?
room that she stayed in before she passed.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. And that's an app?
Yeah.
That's scary.
And like actually this app doesn't use a microphone. So you can't there's not even an option for it. So it's not fake. It's not no microphone shit. You can use it without Wi-Fi and like data. You can use it on airplane mode.
Oh,
So it's
oh my
like
God.
it was like the most legit you could really get for like a mobile app. And like at the end of the day, like a mobile app isn't really credible for this stuff, but like this one kind of
Hmm.
is because it's like they use like the signals and stuff, you
Hmm.
know.
That is crazy. I'll have
I
to look
like
into that
paranormal shit. I'm a Scorpio.
app. I'm scared of that. I don't mess with no ghosts. Mm-mm.
But that'll be another podcast, another video, another type of content somewhere down the line, bitch.
Yeah, we
That's
should
not
talk
for
to a
this
psychic,
podcast.
talk to a medium, and talk to our grandmothers, see how they're doing.
Okay, who would I be on that podcast with Lexi?
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
With
well, we
Ariette
can
and
get
Lydia.
Acacia. Yes.
With Lydia. She would do it. She would love that shit.
She would. She's spooky girl. Like, whoo. Uh,
Oh, girl. All right.
uh,
Well, I think
yes.
that concludes the podcast. And this is
It
episode one
does.
of Fix Your Mug.
Oh my gosh, how exciting! I love it.
Hosted by Hormona Lisa and Joella.
Ah, that's crazy. Who would have thought would be
Season
friends?
17. Who would have thought? Who would have
An
thought
unlikely duo.
that you telling me about my fucking tag and my wig and me telling you to fix your mug and this is what happened. And when I told you that, I was like,
Exactly.
I don't know what to say to her. Like I was like, well, how am I gonna read her right now? I was like, fix your mug. Like just fix it. Like maybe
That's a good go-to though.
Oh my
I love
god.
it. Well, I will see you next time. Ah,
Yes.
bye. Love you.
Yes, bye.
Oh, so sweet. Ah.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.